Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, the Cask Connoisseur, and we're back with another beer video, and we are going down ABV terms, Chris, here. We're going to go into the lows, well, below threes basically, probably a bit lower than that actually.
This is shandy territory.
This is shandy territory, no, definitely. We're actually going over to, well, again, another beautiful part of the UK. We're heading to the Cotswolds, and specifically, we're going to Norton Brewery, which we have visited before on the channel. We had a cracking beer from there. I think it was like the back end of last year, actually. That was it. 12 days of Christmas. Yeah. That was it. Christmas beer that they did, which was beautiful. So yeah, we've come across this, which I believe is probably one of those beers that you're going to probably have either, well, you can have it all year round if you would like to, at 2.5%. It might be one to have in October if you want to cut down your drinking. Probably again in January, but it does not count towards dry January, and it does not count towards stop October.
Sober October.
Sober October.
Sober October.
We
don't want to stop October.
We want a sober October, so yes. So, no, we're here today to try Lock Steady, okay? So, I think the clue there is it's steady. So, there's no real rush or anything. I think we're both going to enjoy it. Yeah, so we'll just see what happens and goes from there. So, hopefully we're not going to get anything crazy.
I mean, it's going to be an interesting one. 2.5%. I mean, that's, yeah, shandy. Not beer.
Shandy, yeah.
And this is, I'm kind of looking forward to this because I'm thinking this will be one of those nice halfway houses. You know,
yes.
You try a lot of 0% beers and you go, yeah, that was okay.
That was okay.
There was no body. It didn't really do anything. So I'm looking forward to this. And Hook Norton, problem is I've got old Hooky,
yes,
which was their strong ale in my head. But we'll see.
We'll see. And I'm going very slowly, guys, because this is actually quite a lively beer.
It's been a bit lively. I can see that from here.
So what I'm going to do is we'll keep it going, but I'm going to pop it off, open it in the kitchen sink.
Keep going. You know, the last time I did this, decades ago, had to keep going. Yeah. And it was a radio station. And we had to keep going. And they hadn't told me which buttons to press. That was very, very difficult. What was even worse, when they came back, the two proper DJs, I was there as a guest, they decided to play a prank. And I'm on air and I'm absolutely cracking up with laughter at what these guys were doing. And of course, because it's radio, nobody can see it. So I'm the only person who got the joke, which was a shame. Well, that was quick. Look at that, ice cream cone.
Welcome back, guys. As I say, we just had to get that changed a little bit. But no, we're all sorted. The problem is probably when you do actually leave beers for such a long period of time, because we've had this one probably for a good couple of months just because we've had so much coming through. So this is why we're really excited to try it. I think you do get that level of bubbliness appearing in the bottles. So that's why you do have to be so careful. As you say, you do not want to wreck the paintwork. So this is Lock Steady, guys. We're going to try this and go from there. And I'd say, Chris pointed it out very, very carefully there. Ice cream cone. Just needed the flake. So I think instantly, one thing you're going to probably pick up from this is it's like a shandy colour.
Yeah, but that's not a bad colour. I mean,
it's not a bad colour, no.
It's light amber,
yeah,
almost going to yellow, but it's clear and bright. And yeah, you could call that a shandy colour. But it smells better than shandy.
It smells better than shandy. I think it definitely, I mean, it kind of smells, I mean, it smells low ABV.
Yeah, but there is definitely sort of fruity, zesty.
Fruity, zesty. very tangy, orangey,
Yeah.
all those like fruit aromas that you do tend to pick up.
I struggle to get any malt out of it.
Yeah, but not very much in terms of malt.
Yeah.
And but to be fair, now I pick up the malt.
Yeah, and there's a creaminess and a body
Yeah.
there that belies its ABV. That,
Oh yeah, that creaminess now. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
getting that. Yeah.
that.
Ooh, that's a beautiful, smooth cream.
So theoretically, you can have 2 bottles of this and still drive
Yeah.
thereabouts over a bit of time.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to cut back on your alcohol, I tell you what,
I think
that
it's not a bad
that's
one to
better
go
than
for.
having a shandy. I
That
can
is
tell
better
you
than having a
that.
shandy.
That is, it's got wonderful elements in
Yeah.
there. It's not overpowering. It's not boom or anything like that. Yeah, it is. It's shandy without the lemonade,
Yeah.
almost, isn't it?
And the actual name for this style of beer that we call it is a table beer. It's a table beer, so it's probably a beer that you'd, I don't know, let's say you have got a meal with your friends, or if you're going around for a house party, and like sometimes people tend to put wine on the table, but if you have beer on the table, this would be something
This
that
would
you'd
be
have.
perfect. It is. It is a table beer.
Yeah.
Going back historically, the women used to brew the beer, Luke,
Yes.
and they used to brew small beer, which was only 2%, 2.5% alcohol.
Yeah.
And the reason they did that was because it was so dangerous to drink the water.
Yeah.
So
That's
they
true.
brewed the beer, and everybody would have helped themselves to this
Yeah.
small beer, and that is a nice nod to it. That I would be happy. I mean, you could. That is an afternoon and night
It is an afternoon.
sessionable
Yeah.
beer, and I'd be quite happy to be on that.
I would definitely. I think it's very. I mean, it's perfect. At the end of the day, because I can't really see any real issue with it in my mind. I mean, one other thing I will point out as well is it is probably nicer to try this if it's a little bit chilled. So it does say chill it. So maybe it might taste, I don't know, it might taste more like a lager if you chill it down. But I think it's better at room temperature in my mind.
That's definitely a beer.
Yeah.
I mean, it isn't a shandy. It's
not
definitely
a shandy,
a beer. No. I mean, you could see why people used to drink this. I mean,
Yeah.
It's very, very refreshing.
It is refreshing, guys, and it's light. It's light. It's refreshing. It's perfect. And as I say, you can't really get any better than that. To be fair.
Yeah, this is actually, I think, of all of the nil and low alcohol beers, I'm going to say this is the favourite I've actually had. I probably couldn't give up alcohol for January.
Yeah.
But if I was worried about having overindulged over Christmas and New Year, I could go on a week or two of this.
Yeah, and I think sometimes the problem that you do come across, especially with a lot of these alcohol-free, alcohol-free or even low ABV drinks, especially beer, some of them have got no flavour at all. Some of them carry a little bit of flavour and aroma, and then you get some which have actually got 100% in there. And I think that's what this delivers. This lock steady. It's completely balanced. You let's say you're going to go round to your, I don't know, like friend's house or something, and you're like thinking, look, you don't really want to like get a taxi back, or you'd rather take the car. You could take 2 bottles of this, and that's it. As long as you don't only have 2 and no more, then you're fine. But it's cracking.
That is a really nice beer,
and it's took me by surprise actually.
But it's hooked Norton, see.
Yeah.
They produce good beer.
But it has taken me by surprise because sometimes you don't know what to expect with a low ABV beer. But no, I think it's full of flavour.
You could drink that with your meal.
Yeah.
You could do a bit of exercise, walking, running, cycling, swimming.
Absolutely.
And have that afterwards. And it probably actually, does it say how many calories? Maybe you would feel guilty if you look at the calories.
Oh, no, I don't think I can see, actually, no.
I can't see anything that says that.
Well.
But I tell you what, you can drink this and not feel guilty.
No, definitely.
I really do like this.
No, it's very good. It's very good, guys. It does exactly what it says on the bottle.
I don't know what else we can say. If you're not into drinking too much
No.
alcohol, have that.
Have that, definitely, guys. I think that's the easiest way to sum it up. But no, if you've tried it, why don't you let us know? You know, drop us a comment, and as I say, we'll happily, obviously, get in touch and all that stuff. But so no, this was Lock Steady, guys, from the Hook Norton Brewery down in the Cotswolds. A cracking area to go to. So if you ever do get the chance, please do and visit. You know, you might be lucky and even have the chance to stop off at Clarkson's Farm. Diddly squat. There's also a cracking distillery down there as well, Cotswolds Distillery. So if you ever get the chance, by all means, pop off, drop off down there.
That's a good area for whiskey and beer.
It is, definitely.
Maybe it's something in the water.
Maybe, absolutely, something about it. But no, guys,
take your hands off that.
Yeah,
I'm going to refill.
He's refilling his glass. So no, please make sure you give this video a good old like, guys, and obviously make sure you do subscribe to us here at the Cask Connoisseur. But we're going to now finish off and enjoy this Lock Steady because it is so enjoyable. So, on that note, cheers to you and good health.
Cheers, good health. You said you'd ever support beer that's 2.5%.
I know, right?
Can you imagine if down the local landlord saw this? He's going, what? 2.5%? 2.5%. Chris likes it. He turns his nose up.
He'd be like, are you feeling all right?
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.